It's election time, so every candidate here in Georgia wants us to believe they're the William Wallace of gun rights. But once they're in office, most of them act more like Corporal Upham. All right, guys, Mike Collins, Buddy Carter, and Derek Dooley. They're all fighting for the chance to take on John Ossoff in the fall, but where do they stand on our gun rights? And for Congressman Collins and Carter, what have they done for our gun rights in Washington, D.C.? Let's begin with Mike Collins, and here's what we know. Congressman Collins proudly surveyed 100% pro-gun with Georgia gun owners. The guy got every single question right. Collins is a hell no on AR-15 bans, gun registration, red flag laws, the entire Democrat playbook of disarming you and me. But this is not just campaign talk for Collins. You can look at the bills he's co-sponsored to see that. You see, pretty much every Republican alive right now in Congress is backing national reciprocity. That's easy. But Mike Collins went way beyond that. You see, he co-sponsored H.R. 221 to freaking abolish the ATF. Not reform it, not give it a slap on the wrist, not trim 0.5% of their budget. Mike Collins is backing the bill to abolish the ATF for good. Well, then Collins co-sponsors H.R. 335, legislation in Congress to repeal the National Firearms Act. Now, we all know the NFA is crap. Zeroing out the tax stamp was a beta male small step forward. The NFA should be repealed. Mike Collins agrees, and he's pushing the bill to do exactly that. So what about Congressman Carter? See, Buddy Carter's been in office for over 20 years between his time here in the state legislature and his time in Congress. And as far as we know, Buddy Carter has never filed a pro-gun bill in all that time. We do know for a fact that Buddy Carter did not survey with Georgia gun owners. That's never a good sign. And Buddy surely has not co-sponsored the bills that Mike Collins did to abolish the ATF and repeal the National Firearms Act. But guys, worst of all, Buddy Carter voted for legislation to establish red flag gun seizures in our military under Joe Biden. It was H.R. 4350, roll call number 293. You can look it up yourself. Why would anyone vote to red flag our military, let alone a congressman from Georgia? Now, when it comes to Derek Dooley, there's not a whole lot to talk about, which in and of itself is concerning. Derek Dooley has refused to answer his Georgia gun owners candidate survey, and again, that's never, ever a good thing. So we don't know where Dooley stands on things like AR-15 bans, or gun registration, or red flag laws. Now, sure, Dooley says he's generically pro-gun on the campaign trail, but every Republican says that, including the ones who helped Joe Biden pass gun control in 2022. Now, Dooley is also very proud of being new to politics, and there's certainly a marketing appeal to that position. But what it means to gun owners is that Dooley has never had to prove himself under pressure. What will he do in office if John Thune says, sit down and shut up on a gun bill? We just don't know. We do know that Derek Dooley did not vote in the previous two presidential elections. Now, that doesn't mean anything directly about guns, but it does mean he seems removed from the left's war against our gun rights, and that concern is amplified by the fact he still refuses to answer the Georgia gun owners candidate survey and tell us where he stands on gun rights. At the end of the day, guys, the choice is always up to you, but these are the differences. Mike Collins surveyed 100% pro-gun, has a record to back that up in D.C. Buddy Carter refuses to answer the survey, but we do know he voted for red flag gun seizures in the military when Joe Biden was in office. And Derek Dooley has no record. He's trying to be cute by refusing to answer our survey, refusing to tell all of us where he stands. That silence should be deafening.